The Bible is filled with so many amazing stories. And this is one of them. So the story goes that we find our hero of the story, Moses, on the run because, he has killed someone in Egypt and now he needs to flee because the Pharaoh is after him. So he makes his way to Midian and there he meets and falls in love with a lady named Zipporah and they have a baby. Now, one day, as Moses is looking after the sheep, he sees something in the distance. And he's like, huh? And as he takes a closer look, he sees, there's a fire. And there's a bush that's on fire. And as he gets closer, he's like, wait a minute. The bush is on fire, but it's not burning. And as he gets closer, he hears a voice say, Moses. Yes, Lord. And the voice says, Moses, you are on holy ground. Remove your sandals. And Moses is like, oh, of course. And he removes his sandals. And the voice says, Moses, I have heard my people cry, and I am here to let you know that they're going to be delivered. And I can imagine Moses, okay, Lord, good luck with that. Thank you very much for letting me know. Good luck with that. It's like, no, Moses. You're going to be the one who does that. Who does what, Lord? Who helps free my people. And I was like, let me stop you right there. I cannot. And the Lord says, no, Moses, I will be with you. This is like, okay. Firstly, when I get there and I say a burning bush told me that you need to let these people go, oh Pharaoh, the bush was the voice of the Lord. And the Pharaoh says, who is that? What should I say, Lord? And God says, tell them I am sent you. And Moses is like, okay, that's the first problem. Second problem, what if they still don't believe me? And then the Lord is like, okay, Moses, take your staff in your hand. It's like, oh, this staff? Yes, take your staff and throw it on the ground. Yeah, throw it on the ground. And Moses throws it on the ground. And all of a sudden, the staff, it turns into a snake. And I'm guessing Moses was like me because he was out of there. And he ran and he was afraid of the snake. And the Lord is like, okay, now pick up the snake by its tail. And Moses is like, that's a snake. And he's like, pick it up by its tail. So Moses is like, okay. And he picks it up and it turns back into a staff. Then the Lord says, okay, that's one sign. Here's another sign. Put your hand in your cloak. My hand. Put it in the cloak. And he puts it in the cloak. And when he brings it out, the Bible says there was leprosy all over his hand. And the Lord is like, okay, put it back in and remove it. And he puts it in and removes it. And it's clean. And the Lord says, these are the signs that will show the Pharaoh to let my people go. So Moses is like, okay, final thing, Lord. And God is like, what is it? Moses is like, well, I don't speak so good. And God is like, who gave humans their mouths and their eyes for sight? I will be with you. And Moses is like, okay, but please, just send someone else. And God is like, okay, fine. your brother, Aaron. He will be with you and he will speak and I will be with you too. Then Moses is like, oh, okay. So I tell Aaron, he tells, okay, perfect. And because of that, Moses finally kind of gets the confidence and he starts walking. He tells his father-in-law and he goes to Egypt. And what's crazy happened next, because he tells the elders and the elders of the Israelites, and everyone's excited. And when he gets towards the Pharaoh, I can imagine Moses and Aaron walking up to the Pharaoh and their heart is beating. And guys, what happened next is insane. But you're gonna have to wait for next week to hear about it. I know, but it's insane, okay? The lessons, however, that I get from this story is that when God tells Moses, okay, Moses, I'm gonna need you to do this, Moses says, I'm no one. But God still chooses him anyway. And what's kind of interesting is how Moses said, but I'm not good enough. And it's interesting because Moses was kind of right. He wasn't good enough. And what is also interesting is Aaron also wasn't good enough. And that's why God said, and I will be with both of you, even though Aaron was a better speaker than Moses. But God knew that none of us are really good enough. But the amazing thing is when God chooses us and when God uses us, we become good enough. In fact, without God, none of us are good enough. But what's amazing is once He enters the picture, we can do great things. It's an amazing story, huh? Join us next week where I promise you guys, you won't want to miss it because it's so exciting what happens next. For Bible Stories, this is Tabs.